Are you gonna talk about the steak we ate tonight?
If you want to. We're live.
Yeah.
We're live and in charge.
Make it 48
minutes.
minutes.
This is day number 2 in the location site. This is Fat Guy Little Sips with Hank Danger Morrison and TMac here.
2032.
2032.
At gmail.com.
And we're here to do another flight. Again, we're in a new location. So again, like I said, let's try to figure out what's good lighting wise, resolution, whatever. All right, so on the dock tonight, we can talk about our day. We can talk about we got our nails done. We went to Starbucks. We went. Our man TMac here made us a good old steak. You know, and it wasn't too much trouble. I just asked for salt and pepper, but it was pretty good. A little thin steaks. They were a little bit of juicier. We could have got them medium rare.
Yeah.
But it was still solid. Appreciate it, TMac.
You got it, man.
Okay. We ready?
Let's do it.
And my man here made some breakfast burritos.
That's right.
They were on point.
Took them out of the package in the freezer and put them
in the oven. It's a whole nother game.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We're in our 40s and we figured out how to use the oven.
Full disclosure, I didn't go to Starbucks or the nail salon, so.
No, Thomas got he got a pedicure, so.
Yeah. I did drink a Bud Light yesterday, I'll admit that.
Okay.
We tied a knot with a rope. He's a man.
All right. So we do have a Jack Daniels flight tonight. So this is all about being a man, right? Jack
That's
Daniels.
right.
We're in Tennessee, home of Jack Daniels. So again, we got 4 different expressions. We got the Tennessee Taster or the Distillery Series, whatever you want to call it. We got the Anejo and the Pecan toasted. I forget what it's called. It tastes like pecan, whatever. And we got a Jack Daniels single barrel rye from West Virginia. And then we got Jack Daniels 12. So let's dig in. We'll start A and we'll just walk it down, and then we'll do B and walk it down. And we'll go from there and we'll see what we got. All right?
So B's gonna come back, so he's gonna get 2 sips in a row, and then I'm gonna get 2 sips in a row on the back end.
Do you not understand? A, and he's gonna start with B.
I know, but I was just.
And then you're gonna go C.
The only reason I was asking.
I'm sorry, it's like
No,
he doesn't understand
only,
snake drafts or what.
the only reason I say
He's not very good in fantasy football. I'll say this: the one year he did win in fantasy football, he did not set his lineup the whole year, and somehow he still
And what's
won.
the federal funds rate? Well, anyway, long story longer, I was just
0.0.
I was just saying that because then he's going to get 2 drinks in a row, and his palate's not going to have time to rest. So I was feeling that
It'll be fine.
That may
It'll be fine.
anyway. That's
I hate my life.
That's the only
It'll
reason
be
I
fine.
threw that
He
out.
just says that because he feels like he'll be without liquor for 6 minutes.
No, I won't, because then I'm going to get a double back to back over here when it goes
just
back
get
that
busy.
way.
This is my life. This is my life. All right. Is it A?
This is A.
All right.
I have letters on each, and I have a portrait that tells me what each one of them is that I can display later if necessary.
Get a little closer to Bill, chair-wise.
Okay.
What's your initial thoughts, Thomas?
No, we don't want to remember how he was saying. We don't want to,
I don't want
interrupt,
to judge
'cause
his
then
influence,
other
his
people are gonna.
thoughts. And
Gotcha. All right, so we're not going to say anything. We're just going to take a quiet sniff and sip.
You think you know which one that one is?
No, I don't even know what it was delicious. I'm still trying to process.
Oh, it's delicious. Okay. You want to try to get? You want to do a different game tonight? You want to guess proof, and those kind of things?
I don't know for there.
Well, I mean, we can do proof.
Because like the only difference is like 115 to 125.
No, there's a 100.
Okay.
Where's that 90? I think it might be 90, a 120, a 135, and a 107.
This is a 120.
Okay, that's just, don't drink it all now.
I'm saying this.
Okay, so you go ahead, Thomas. Or do you want him to talk so you can prepare for B?
Sure. No,
Is that what you prefer?
Nah, that's fine. I mean, we got it.
I mean, do we want to do thumbs up, thumbs down, or,
Oh,
2 thumbs up?
thumbs up for sure. And for purposes of dollars and cents, I paid retail for all these except the Jack Daniel's 12, which I got in the trade.
You mean we're not sponsored by Jack Daniels?
One day.
Definitely not. So here in
2032,
Tennessee,
baby.
the Taster Series is about $45 for $3.75. The rye was like $80, but 15 of it went to charity, so that was kind of nice. And then
Which charity?
That was like the West Virginia Hospital Children's Fund or something like that.
Okay, that's a good one.
I don't know. It was pretty good. So what's your thought on A here, man?
My thought is that's delicious.
Delicious. Okay.
Got a very good mouthfeel. It doesn't burn at all.
Where's the hair?
It numbs the mouth.
Good finish. What's the finish?
I like the finish. It didn't linger as long as I was wanting it to. I kind of like to taste it again to see if I could pick out some of the notes in it that I didn't get. I think that's 107 proof.
Oh, you think that's the Jack Daniel's 7? I mean 12.
Is the 12 100?
Jack Daniel's 12 is 107.
That's not the 12.
Okay, that's not the 12.
Right.
Okay, so what's your
So I
feel
got
on
the
it?
proof wrong, but.
Well, I mean, just and see that when people play these games,
Right.
they kind of hedge their bets. They're like,
Right.
oh, that's this, but then maybe I'll put the proof on this so they get points on each one or whatever, or at least 50-50.
Right.
So what do you?
I disagree.
You feel that's 120? You said
A
little proofy.
Yeah, I disagree with your enthusiasm about it. I think it's got the build of a nice whiskey. I think it doesn't have any personality. I think the heat doesn't linger. You're right. The heat doesn't linger that long. It doesn't.
And
it doesn't do any.
The flavors don't linger that long either, but it's like by the time that you try to figure out what the flavors are, they kind of disappear.
Exactly. It's got everything's there. It just doesn't do anything with the spices or the flavors.
Okay. So
I want to sip it some more though.
all right. Well then now let's go on to B and see what we got. I'm kind of in agreement while you're getting ready to sip and all this kind of stuff with some of the stuff that was said on A. I think it's probably around 100 proof max. I mean, it's very light in my opinion, but it did have a good flavor. It wasn't a long finish. It wasn't like spectacular as far
You guys
as
were too
where it's
eager to give
going,
a thumbs up.
those kind of things.
Well, it's kind of funny that you think it's 120. I thought it was 107, and you think it's 100.
Yeah.
So.
You gotta tell a story or something all the time. It's a sniffing.
You
drink.
do you, man.
Once upon a time, there was a unicorn. I mean, I don't know any good stories.
One horn or two?
Unicorn, man.
No. It was a bicorn.
It's a bicorn.
A horse with two horns, man.
Like a ram?
No, that's a sheep. That's called a sheep, man.
I don't even know.
Somebody's gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, either these guys are really drunk all the time or really stupid.
Well,
And to that
he
guy-
did go to MTSU,
And
so
to that
maybe
we're
that's
gonna
where
say, and to
that's
that
where
we're
he
gonna
gets
say
his
yes and
smarts
yes.
from.
Whoever makes it this far in the video and does do that, tmac2032@gmail.com. We'd love to see.
That's also my presidential campaign.
Yeah, whoever emails first wins a T-shirt.
You might have to beat out Kanye. You know, he always gets at least 10 votes. Don't doubt it. Okay, he thinks it's a little
I
hot.
want to taste it again, but
We'll get it back, okay?
after this, I was not expecting that.
90 to 170 proof.
Oh, it's got a little burn in the nose. I like it. But it's sweet.
But all you can get is burn and sweet. You can't get a whole bunch more.
It's like putting a
I'm getting
jalapeno
a
on a
lot of
cheesecake.
caramel, dog. A lot of sweetness.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. It sits on your tongue forever. It's just, it's like wrapping my tongue and like making it like sweat the whole time.
It's like
And
sniffing
it's just-
wasabi, man.
Like I just want to like after a big
Try to do a Kentucky chew with that.
a big amount of without a big amount of saliva pops off, then I just and it's like tasting it again. Oh yeah, I dig on that. I can hit that hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that does seem like it's minimum 120.
You can feel it go all the way down to your.
Let me
Oh,
guess.
now it's starting to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still finishing as far as flavor in the mouth, but now it's starting to hit the esophagus and coming down. And it's not a burn. It's just like, yo, I'm heating your body up.
I think
forever.
it's too much. I mean,
Forever?
You guys like it, but
Oh, it's good.
Well, hold up.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just too much. Hey, I want to sit and relax and drink some whiskey. I don't want to, pop a
Stop
jalapeno.
chewing it, man. Drink it. I was listening to a taster, and the first time you taste it, you should probably just do a drop or two to get your mouth acclimated to what you're about to experience. And then you can go and gargle it like it's fucking mouthwash. Sorry.
You know what we should do? Put a couple drops of water.
No, I'm not touching it.
I
No
would touch
water.
it.
Well, when you get your own liquor, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Some people
I
in the
almost
store,
wonder-
I think
I almost
anybody
wonder-
would pay $20 a shot for
All right,
this.
we're gonna start a
Oh.
Kickstarter for
almost,
200 sets of
I
Glencairn.
almost wonder if is this very high proof or is it just the rye and it's fooling me?
It's high proof.
I know
Okay.
Jack Daniel's recipe is the same unless it's the rye. So
Right.
All right, so we'll let you start your assessment. You say it's too much.
It's too forceful. It's
Too
not.
forceful.
It's not that it's not bad, or it's not that it's bad. It's just too forceful. How can you enjoy something like that, right?
Ah, fuck, I did. I wasn't sitting there choking on my nutsack, but some people.
I'm
were.
sure maybe the
So,
second or third
What
drink.
do you think, Tums?
It had some heat to it. I mean, it wasn't like it was bad. But it's kind of on that borderline. I've said this before, and this is just personal preference. Once you get your proof so high, it kind of detracts from some of the other flavors.
Wow.
And I kind of got that feeling with this. If the proof was a little bit lower, maybe more of the flavors would have opened up.
Yeah, but some of the heat had flavor, right? Like so.
It did, but sometimes this is just my palate preference. Like the higher you go in alcohol content, sometimes it just takes away from some of the flavors. And then sometimes when they proof it down low, when they proof it low to below like 90, 80,
We played a little baseball today. I can definitely get leather off the back end. It's got some good leather, like age.
like the ball or the glove.
Like you're sucking on you're sitting there, you like hold the glove a little bit, and you got the little
Kinda
the
smell
thing you're like
it, okay.
kind
I
of you're
got
like
you.
pulling on the end
I
to
got you.
tighten
I
the
got
ends
you.
up.
It's just too much on the front, man. Just too much on the front.
Wow, you're just not ready.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
So hold up, do you think that's high proof or do you think
That's
that's
over.
rye?
That's over one.
Oh.
Okay.
That's high proof.
Okay.
That's over 130 easy. That's my feel. What's your feel?
It's just too much. I want to enjoy my whiskey.
Because again, there's only one rye in here, and it's also the highest proof. And the other three are the same Jack Daniel's mash bill, so all you can compare it to is A right now.
I mean, it's just funny.
And it's definitely a lot.
I don't
more
want.
proof.
I don't want to brag. I drink a lot of whiskey. If I slosh around in my mouth and kind of choke, it's not because I'm a newbie.
Well, it's got his nuts in
Yeah.
his mouth. Give me that water. I want to stay in frame, though. My fans love me.
Yeah. Oh man. This.
Beauregard's like half of the liquor.
I know, right?
2-3 drops, man.
Are you staring at it?
I don't know. Look at the camera, not me. I think he's in love.
Yeah, that right there, man, could make me divorce my wife and marry a bottle of liquor.
Okay, I dig it. Now I don't know if that's overselling or appropriately describing.
It is still 100% full flavor in my mouth, and you're holding the glass.
I need some.
Well, I was a little quick on the pass because I got cheated again tonight. Cause I'm the one setting them up, but I've already had all 4 of these too, so I could kind of probably tell you what I thought, even blind, because they are kind of distinct, if you ask me.
Well, it just makes you look like the expert.
I'm not trying to be the expert. I want to have fun. You want to have fun? talk to me at Fat Guy Little Sips. Fat Guy Little Sips.
Feel how long that lingers in your mouth.
Has he
And
tried it
almost
yet?
yeah, and almost a flavor.
Oh,
when
you did try it already?
The flavor you had when you first sipped it, 2 minutes later, is still in your mouth.
I don't know about 2 minutes, but it does have a very good finish. But do you think, proof-wise, you think it's the same proof or less proof than the first one?
Oh,
Because it's definitely not as high as the second one, right?
right.
So now, is that the 107? Is that the Jack Daniel's 12? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I think it was.
I kind of want to taste this one to make a decision, but this kind of taste in that.
Well, you have to taste all of them. I hear what you're saying, but you're liking this one the best of the three. So
of the three, that one definitely. I mean, I just.
But proof-wise, do you think it's 107 or 120?
Yeah.
Or 100?
It's not weak and it's not too hot, which makes me feel like it's in that 105 to 115 range.
So, like I said, we got 100, 107, 120, and 135.
I'd say this is 100, this is 107, this is 135, and this is going to be 120.
Okay.
That'd be my
Your initial guesses. All right.
right.
But you get any special flavors off that? You're sitting there and it's like, you know, we're talking about finish. Because you have to think, two of these are finished.
Right.
So did you get any finish off of this?
Right.
Go ahead.
I thought it was good. I thought it's not a bad whiskey. I think it has an interesting personality. It's just not for me. Like it's,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything.
Not a Jack man.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this whiskey. I think it's just.
What do you mean he grew up on?
I know, right? Give me.
No. You can't just eat it all, man.
No, we need some more.
I don't think it's bad. It's just it's not for me.
I like how that taste just sits there for forever.
It does. It's
It like coats. It coats.
it's well constructed,
It coats
yeah.
your
But
gums
what's
and your
it taste
teeth.
like while it's coated?
It does coat your back of your tongue.
I mean,
Like a waxy.
it coats
alright.
everything. It's
So-
it's got like kind of an oily.
Yeah,
almost.
oily. Yeah, I
I
would
mean,
say
it doesn't have
waxy.
an oily taste, but it has that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I get a.
It's not bad. It's just not. It's not.
Okay, that's cool. That's all your opinion. I'm not here to hate. I was just messing with you about it.
Everybody has
Do
personality.
you get like cinnamon and butterscotch on that? Tell me what you get
butterscotch
on
on
that. Do you get cinnamon and butterscotch on that?
I get butterscotch. I think that's what I
Do
was.
you get a little?
He's just tagging it. He's like, oh, anytime I got one in my hands, I'm
I said
like,
on the smell.
here, I'll let you.
I know, I
You can
spot
have the rest of it.
Do you get cinnamon and butterscotch on that?
Definitely get butterscotch. Well done, butterscotch. Now that
It's something. Yeah, I can see.
yeah, now that you said it, like you can't unsee it. You know.
Oh man.
And is there some like subtle? Is there like some subtle? Is there like some subtle?
Mentholyptics?
No, some subtle hints of vanilla on that too.
It's a central hit.
Well, most
It's a mentholyptics.
he's like, oh, this is going back. I'm taking.
I know you make fun of me for taking. You're like, oh no, Paul. I mean, Hank.
Where the fuck is Hank?
Who's Hank?
I said, where is Hank?
Where's Hank? Hank's here. Hank Danger.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you finish it because you're digging the finish. That's, you know, like a lot of people say the finish is where the difference in your whiskey is. You know, because that's all about the experience. Anybody can drink, go, oh, that's good, tastes good, all right, it's gone. But if it's sitting there for
It
5
does.
minutes,
It
whatever.
It's just an
it-
aspect. I don't think it's what makes the.
I'm just saying,
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
talking about the difference between like top shelf and like something. Oh, this is good, cool. I can drink it. Let's go to the next drink. Keep drinking it, and you just keep drinking it because you want to keep tasting it. Whereas the good whiskey, you drink it once, and you're like, no, I'm still tasting it. I'm cool. I'm still tasting it. I'm
Like
cool.
those assholes who make whiskey videos sitting on a porch with 4 carrying. I'm just kidding, man.
Oh wow, somebody's hating.
But like, hold on, I mean, I'm just curious.
Just playing, man.
Do you,
Yes.
when you drink whiskey at night, is it always whiskey and Coke, pretty much?
No. It depends on what I have. It depends on. Don't you shake your head.
I'm pointing at
I know. I'm
I
telling
mean, I'm pointing at Harvey Danger.
Well, no. I mean,
Danger
you.
more.
He drinks Coke, Diet Coke. Sorry. and whiskey. That's it.
I drink whiskey and Diet Coke. Anybody who does drink whiskey and Diet Coke, please comment on the bottom. And
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm
provide
just
support.
telling you.
The hate.
No,
Just
that's not the
No,
hate.
there's no.
It's just that
No, the only reason I was asking the question is because, like, if I drink whiskey, it's either an old fashioned or it's either neat or on the rocks, depending.
Mine's
on
either
what I'm
neat or it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm watching TV, it's gonna be Diet Coke and whiskey. If I'm doing something like I'm working or something, I'll have a neat
drinking. Okay.
with ice. A lot of times with ice.
So, and again, I think it all goes back down to he wants it diluted because he just wants to enjoy the sip.
I want to enjoy. Yes, I want to enjoy the sip.
He doesn't.
When I
want
sip
to
a
enjoy
whiskey,
it.
I want to enjoy it. Oh heavens forbid!
No, I'm just saying you're like about the actual immediate.
How it tastes, yeah. I like.
You're not sitting there going immediately it's good, and then it's here. You're not contemplating on it. You're just like, I want for the immediate.
If I'm doing,
just like the cigarette or whatever you're into, you're just like, I want to hit it. Boom, dang, boom.
This is gonna sound a little bit judgy, but you don't lock yourself in the basement, Paul, and drink neat flights by yourself.
I don't lock myself in the basement.
Are
and
you
drink
being
neat flights.
judgy to me? Yeah.
Do you drink in the basement quietly alone?
That was my first video.
Yeah, that's why I said hopefully I'm not being judgy. I'm being very
No, that's
judgy,
fine.
and I'm like, so.
That's awesome. We should have called your thing like basement guy or.
No, it's just,
Are we ready?
yeah,
All the fans ready? How many more subscribers we got?
Right.
I think we're on like 6 now.
We should advertise a live event. You know.
Well, if we had internet, we could have, but with this
Yeah.
issue we're having at location, we have to record and then upload.
Yeah, family. I don't know what's up with family members not having internet.
It's got a lot to say on the nose.
It seems like it's a very low proof, though. But I'm getting a lot more flavors out of that. Are you with me on that?
I'm with you, and it's like every time my tongue repopulates, it's got a different flavor. It's like just sitting there and boom, you scrape it off, and you're like, dang, no.
I'm kind of getting raisins on that.
Okay.
This is what I like to drink.
Are you getting raisins on that?
Like
Yeah, I can
in,
feel
in,
raisins.
in about 5 seconds, yeah. Like you taste the almond.
Yeah.
Initially, you get that little explosion of like. I know.
You're
It's
trying
like,
to figure it out?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. You know, it's like whole.
I was sitting there trying to dissect it, and I'm
Sparkler.
like, raisins. And I'm like, what else am I getting? I'm like, let the raisins go away. Trying to figure it out.
I like the initial pop, man. See,
What do you think about the smell? What do you get off the smell? I mean, it's not as proofy as some of the other ones from the smell, but
it smells like just a standard whiskey. It doesn't.
Oh,
have
it-
any, I don't
okay,
think it has
that's
anything.
weird.
I don't think it has anything.
No, it's got a different. This has definitely got a different smell than the other three.
See, I like that. Like that's what when I drink high end whiskey, I like. That's what I like. I like a good personality.
well, maybe you can tell me what high-end whiskey you drink, because I guarantee you, it doesn't match up to that.
What do you consider high end, and what's the lowest end whiskey here of all the 4 that you poured?
From a
I wonder-
retail standpoint,
I
they're all
wonder-
pretty close.
I wonder if this is the 12
Well,
year.
why would it not be high end?
Because
I'm
it's
asking you what you drink.
107 proof, but I wonder if it has just smoothed out so much because it's been in the barrel 12 years.
Ooh.
Because I kind of feel like this. I don't
My
know.
tongue is still like,
Oh yeah, I get. And,
like just like going,
and it's
just like vibrating, going, "Hey, man, I've been overloaded."
I mean, I feel like this may be the 12 year if it's 107 proof because it's not high proof, but it's very smooth and it has a ton of character to it.
No, that's the
So
winner.
I feel like this is the 12 year.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my throw, but
like, what do you think smell wise? Is it just sitting in there? What's going on with the
it's
smell?
hard to like. I hate to say this, but like,
like a oak leather box or something.
No, I mean, I'm serious, man. Like,
A cigar box. You feel me?
no, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, man. Smell this and tell me if you don't kind of get like
Before you say it, let me smell it.
before I say it.
Yeah, before you say something, I don't want to be influenced.
I'll say this:
I don't get anything.
smoking
crazy.
does remove any aspect of your nose
do
palate.
you kind of
But
smell
it makes you cooler.
either like a raisin or like a sassafras or like kind of a root beer?
I can see the root beer. Yeah.
I'm getting like a
Definitely, I feel
raisin root beer.
that. I'm thinking like a oatmeal like gingerbread cookie kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You feeling it like?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I'm feeling the raisin. You know what I'm saying? That's why I threw that in there. But it's like gingerbread. You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of getting a little. There's a little vanilla in there. That's why I keep saying going
Yeah,
back to the
definitely.
root beer, like a sassafras or a. Anyway, this is the 12-year 107.
In your opinion, yeah.
What is this in your opinion, Paul?
You hit me with the 12-year. Your argument of
I think from a
it
proof
could be
standpoint,
a higher proof, but
I think
mellow it
from
out
a
with
proof
the-
standpoint, it's close. It's one of these two. This is the lowest proof, so that's probably the Anejo. This is the highest proof.
Are you saying for sure? Or
I'm just saying from a proof standpoint.
gotcha.
This is the highest proof, so it's probably the rye. And these two,
This is the pecan, and this is the 12-year.
if we're talking about, because this one does taste less proof, but maybe
could
it's
be
because
so
it's
smooth. 'Cause
smooth.
it's been in the barrel so long.
And so the pecan is 120, and
Right.
the Jack Daniel's 12 is
Yeah.
107.
Yeah.
I think they did that because Rip Van Winkle or whatever. I think it's normally 107.
Pappy.
It was a fictional.
Yeah,
character.
whatever.
Rip Van Winkle
Well, one of
fell
the
asleep for 20 years and missed the
No.
revolution, right?
one of the,
I don't
the,
think was he
the
a Civil War
cheapest
guy?
Pappy is like Rip Van Winkle. You know that, right?
Huh?
The cheapest Pappy is like a 10-year, and it's a Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah,
Sleepy
but I
Hollow.
mean that's where they took it from. I'm just saying.
I don't think Rip Van Winkle was in
Irving?
Sleepy Hollow.
Irving?
Irving?
Isn't it Washington
the-
Irving, the
Yeah,
writer.
that's the writer.
Didn't it Rip Van
Was he
Winkle?
Rip Van Winkle? What's the Rip Van
Crane.
Winkle? Who do you think Rip Van Winkle is, Thomas?
It's the guy
It's
that
the guy that fell asleep for like 30
20 years and missed
Yeah.
the revolution.
Who's this? I don't remember a Civil War component to this.
There's no Civil War. We're talking about the Revolutionary
American
War.
Revolution.
I understand the Civil War between England and the United States.
Well, okay. I feel you.
It wasn't on
That's
home
basically
territory.
a civil war, but it's not really because it's
I understand. I don't remember that aspect of it. I don't think that's part of the story. I don't think Rip Van Winkle went to
It's
sleep.
a fable.
I know.
He
I
went to
don't
sleep,
believe he did it to miss the war.
but I don't think it has anything to do with what was the Ichabod Crane guy, and that's where he's talking.
Oh, it absolutely doesn't have anything to do with the Ichabod
But
Crane.
that's Washington Irving.
Are we still recording?
Right.
So anyway, talking about whiskey, as you can tell, this is
We're going to get to the bottom of the Rip Van
this
Winkle
is
thing.
derailed, but we've still got some in the glass. And
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to finish them because
What happened when Rip Van Winkle woke up, Thomas? I mean,
He's like,
T-Mac.
he had a long beard.
I know, but
And he
what was the moral of the story?
"Yo, I'm hungry.
He was hungry.
So if you're any of our kids in 20 years, like this is what you were raised on. This is,
So, we ready for the reveal, or you want to like?
Are we going to do a live reveal?
Like,
It's kind of funny.
it's all empty.
The two really good ones are empty. I just finished this one, and I'm about to finish this one. So.
all right.
Well, we got to do a rating on all three of them, in my opinion. too.
Which one do you?
Oh, a rating.
Yeah. So,
Mine's DCAB.
Or do
DC, A, B. Okay. So you don't like the proof?
DNC were good. B was the one that was like, no, that just wasn't for me.
Okay.
I am.
I mean,
But you didn't. You clearly said, in my opinion, when I remembered it,
I
you
am
said A
torn.
and C were average at best.
I'm torn between these two.
I liked C. No, I like C. C had a good.
No, you want to watch it back? He said it was average at best.
No, I don't. I can remember drinking C and saying I'm going to divorce my wife and marry.
No, I agree with that. You said that, but you
Okay,
didn't
so
say
me and
that about
Thomas.
D.
Me and Thomas thinks.
You didn't say that about
I like
D.
D. I like D though.
Man, it is a toss up for me about how excellent these two
Exactly.
were.
Okay.
And I would go, I really want to taste these two again to determine which one of these two would be my favorite. But it's definitely this, and then it would be this, and then this.
What we should do is bring out the bottles and put the bottles in front of the glasses that we're talking about. So do you want me to grab those bottles?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It may
Because
bring-
two are just sample bottles. You can't see anything.
So remember this.
What's the point?
I tried to be a showman.
I hear you, but I don't have the bottles to show.
You don't?
I have like 3-ounce pours that look the same. It's like, oh, well, why do these two look the same? Because they're
So you put them in shampoo bottles and brought them down here?
So
Pretty much
this is the
shampoo
rye.
bottles.
So this is the rye.
no, that's A, right?
Yeah.
That's we said that's the lower proof. The rye is the highest proof.
Wh-
I said
what's,
that was the B one.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
go through and which one's
Didn't you
which?
say that?
Well, what's the answers, Billy?
You said B was the highest proof, so that's
It
probably
seems like
that's
the
probably
highest
the
proof.
rye.
Well, I was like, is it really high proof or is it the
Like
rye?
135.
Yeah. It's a rye and 135.
Yeah.
So what's the
It's
answer?
it's got to be that, no doubt.
What's the answer? What's what? What was A? What
So
was B?
you rated D,
Yeah.
C, A, B,
Correct.
and you rated.
I do not. I want to sample these two by
You're
themselves.
gonna have to fucking get somebody to look at that, 'cause that's all.
I mean, if
Those are
you,
gonna be really hard to get, Thomas.
Okay.
You're gonna sleep for 20 years and when the
If you-
We're gonna have
revolutionary
to
war
do
is
some
over.
trading on the
if you
secondary
re-
hand market,
if you really want me to make a call,
Make a poor decision.
which is
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
I think I would do D. I mean, I'm sorry, C, D, A, B.
C, D,
Really?
A, B. All right.
But these are so close. It's like it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. That's fine.
like I could go like D. I could literally go D, C, A, B.
I think D had a better.
It's C.
Experience.
It's C or D for me.
I think
I love that initial mouth feel
Yeah.
on this, and I loved how it kind of had that oily that coated your mouth and just lingered around for a while. But I kind of like.
I like how that one was built.
I kind of like how
I
this.
thought that
I
one
kind
had
of
the more
like. I
oily-
kind of like the flavor notes on this one better than this.
Yeah.
So they both had their
Bonuses.
qualities, but like literally, it's hard for me to say which one of these two is better because like
And what do you think?
they're both.
In my opinion, I
9 fives
think
out of
D
10.
was by far the winner.
Okay.
I could see conversation being had between B and C for second place, depending on what you're looking for. In my opinion,
Non-shitty whiskey. That's what we're looking
All these are fabulous.
in my opinion,
None of this
A
is 10 high.
A is a good expression, but it's not something that I'm gonna like go out of my way to get. It's much better than your standard Jack Daniels. I would say it could be close to bonded, depending. Like I've had bonded that was just very average and tasted kind of like.
I've had great
But then I've had bonded that's I got this banana note, and it was like that's what I was looking for. And like you don't get banana and all this stuff on this, but you do get like okay, there's something going on here, and it's something that's a step up, but it's not. It's not in the class of these other three, and I think again, B is definitely higher proof. I could see this like if it was in a different lineup, maybe it was with the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, not the rye one. Then it might be in comparison because all of these tasted like bourbon, even though one of these is a rye. It's just that, in my opinion,
All right, which one's which?
well, I mean,
Are we going to have the gender
Already-
reveal now
already-
or in the next video?
the review A is the Anejo,
Okay.
B is the rye,
Okay.
C is the Pecan, and
Okay.
D is the Jack Daniel's 12.
Okay.
So,
Thomas is right. I think he said the pecan, 12 and pecan, right?
Yeah. I was like, this is the pecan and this is the 12 and this is the rye because it's so hot.
yeah, but I mean, again, in my opinion, I think you guys aren't giving the higher proof stuff its due yet. And again, I think
I mean, it's 130 proof rye. Like, it's not like we're talking.
It's 134.
What do you mean by giving it its due? What do you expect us to do?
I think you're just sitting there and you feel the heat, and you're like not searching for any other.
No,
notes.
I tried to tell you that once the proof gets so high, my mouth, my palate, I lose the ability to taste the different flavors because it's so hot. All you're getting is
You
the
had the
alcohol
Old Forester single barrel earlier, and that's 136.
That's a good.
But
it was a
it's
good
totally
136,
different.
man. Yeah. I was,
But I'm saying, some people think that this is better than
but,
that.
And the other thing is, it's not a spicy rye.
Yes, it is.
How much? What's the mash bill on this?
It's
How
a
much
rye,
rye
so
is
it
in
has to
here?
be over 50%.
Okay,
But usually
but
Jack
it's
Daniel's
95.
rye,
But it's 95%
95 what?
rye.
No. Rye just has to be over 50%.
I know that, but what is the rye?
Usually
in
Jack
here?
Daniels, they don't give you the rye percentage, but it's close to a 50%,
Okay.
which is very close to a bourbon. You know what I'm
I know.
saying?
You can do 49% rye and 51% corn. It's still a bourbon. It's not a rye.
Yeah. And I think if you look at Jack Daniel's normal profile, I think it's like
12% rye.
it might. I think it's like maybe a little higher than 12%.
That's thing. It's like
Because I think it's 75 corn, and then it's like
15 rye and 10 barley.
it's something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually on the internet. You can actually look at that though. All right, that's it for tonight.
All right, so let's drink these. Let's drink these two again. Is anybody subscribed?
All right.
I'm gonna drink these two again.
No, we're not.
All
We don't
right.
have any.
we got TMac 2032 at gmail.com. Everybody say hi.
We're
to
out.
that.
What do you mean? You're like, well,
Hank Danger.
what's going
All
on?
right, well y'all can leave now. I gotta go to bed. I got kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Go sign us off. Maybe get us out of here.
Say your closing line, man. What's your?
That's ass.
Right. TMac 2032 and a different locale. I have a different name because
He might have a different shirt next time.
I get
You never
around.
Yeah.
Batch Brewing Company, Detroit, Michigan.
know. Get out of here.
I'm serious. Next time we'll have
And
a
trust me, the
No.
sad part is it's not recorded on the same date.
Next time.
I know. Me and you are wearing different clothes.
They were thinking maybe these guys are smart enough to change shirts, but that guy ain't.
Next time it's going to be Windy Hills Family Farm, Georgia.
Hit exit.